It's going to be a crowded trip, Glory said softly. Make sure you have a proper rotation to check my bedpans. The stench will probably peel paint. I knew it wasn't necessary. I hadn't eaten all day and wasn't the slightly bit hungry. But I was pretty sure my doors were so swollen I wouldn't be able to go without some heinous screams. But I had to be as blackjack as I could be. Oh well, I just hold it for the rest of my life. All right, I don't like it, but we'll get her, Glory said in resigned tones. See, Scotch? You can get anything if you're sick and pathetic enough. The filly grunted skeptically. All being sick ever got me was a trip to medical for a shot in the flank. I slipped in and out of unconsciousness. I really don't know if hours were passing or not. Aside from water and Coca-Cola, I didn't drink anything. Glory tried to get me to eat some mashed up and roasted sugar apple bombs mixed together with raw egg, but I was too sick for even her cooking. I knew there were ponies sharing the cabin with me, but I could never exactly tell who they were. Soon we'd left the river and were bobbing up and down. Are we on the ocean? I asked, no pony in particular. Yes, P21 said right at my side, and I jumped. Well, I would have jumped. Spasmed, really. He chuckled softly. I thought that, when you couldn't see, your hearing got sharper. Yes, but you're still one quiet pony, I muttered. So, I'm not telling you anything about the plan. No matter how badly you shit yourself, Blackjack. I've seen the kind of mess you can make, remember? He said with a soft chuckle. I don't think her plan is going to work. But it's her plan, even if you hate it. Then he put a hoof on my brow. How's the fever? Blah, I muttered sourly. Why couldn't it be easier to manipulate? And the soreness? He asked quietly. For a moment I was confused. How had he known? But of course he knew. I went a little red. Hurts? I'd suggest an ice pack. But I doubt there's an ice machine in the wasteland, he replied. And has it hit you yet? Has what hit me? I asked with a confused smile. But I knew what. I was just pretending. And he knew I was pretending. It's not a big deal. But it was a big deal. It doesn't hurt so bad. It hurt really bad. I started to shake, but I couldn't fall apart now. Not now. Yet I couldn't stop. I had to do it. I had to. But that didn't change a thing. I could pretend with Scotch and Glory. I could smile and act like what had happened to me didn't bother me a bit. But not with him, because he understood. Because once I'd done something similar to him. More than once, now that I thought of it. Used him, sent him back to be used, sent him back to be the Overmare's trick pony, and then, slowly, I turned. I tried to keep myself as quiet as possible as I rolled towards him and buried my face in his chest. And he held me close and muffled my sobs with his chest as all the pain and humiliation leaked out of me. I had done this to him. Now I truly, really understood. I could only hope no pony could hear me now. I hurt, and he did all he could to help me bear that hurt. Now I understood why he'd wanted to kill them so badly. To kill any pony who might do this to another. And next time I met those four, or any pony who'd done to another what had been done to me, I prayed to the little yellow Pegasus statue that I'd be able to forgive. When I finally pulled myself together, I said with utter sincerity, I'm sorry. And now I really knew what I was apologizing for. And he knew it too. And I'm sorry for killing him. I was scared and I screwed up. I should have done more. I should have done better. Shh. He shushed me as he stroked my mane. You know now, you really do. And so, I'm sorry. He sighed. Every time I see you in Scotch, I'm reminded of that place. Of feeling like like meat, a thing, being ashamed of my body, reacting to the abuse. I shivered. I had. Goddesses I had. He stroked my mane some more. Now that we were both broken, he could. He could comfort a hurting mare. Thank you for saving my daughter from being raped, he said quietly. I nodded. You need to tell her that. I coughed and amended the daughter part. I mean, I can't. Everything I feel for her is all twisted up inside of me. Her mother was kind, but she used me. She never asked me if I wanted to be part of the family that she wanted. She simply assumed that I'd be there to give her the family she desired. I was never a person, just a role. He sighed softly. And that was wrong. But you're punishing Scotch for what her mother did. She's a smart kid. A good kid. She's already figured most of it out. Talk to her. Maybe, he murmured softly. When you can, get Glory and Lacuna to wash you. That always made me feel better. But I was already drifting off with a smile on my face. After all, I heard Rampage coming aboard. It was nice to sleep without dreams. It was like imagining dying, to be like nothing bad, good, or otherwise. Being woken with a hoof claw to your throat, that wasn't so pleasant. About time, I murmured. What was taking you so long? You were expecting me, the angel of death murmured in my ear. Expecting? You're late. I have half a mind to tell you not to kill me after all. Very presumptuous, she chuckled. What happened to you calling me a monster? A murderer? Well, now I need a monster. Glory plans on doing something to save me. P21 knows that I'll hate it. So, I need to die before that happens. So, get going. I'm raped. I'm mutated. I'm ready to cash in. There was silence, and the hoof withdrew. No. You've got to be kidding me. No? What do you mean no? This is your thing. This is what you do. I give a gift to end suffering. You spurned that gift. She purred in my ear. Take your own damned life. Quietly, she left me there. I listened to the hum and coughed up a wad of something raw, something bloody and dark. Well, fuck, I muttered. Why was nothing ever simple? I wasn't sure how long we'd been traveling. Hours? Certainly, we should have reached the Fluttershy Clinic by now. Glory and Lacuna filled me up and floated me onto the deck. I heard the waves and felt the wind. And as I floated there in Lacuna's magic, I felt something else. A warmth playing all up and down my body. What? What is that? What's what? Glory asked. I feel all warm. And not like it's from a fever, I said as Lacuna began to wash me with a sponge. I was swollen and sore like damn, but I had to admit that I felt better than lying on a cot. That's the sun. The sun? But we must have been far out at sea. Where are we going? I asked softly. I told you. It's a surprise. We should be there soon, Glory said, and I was set down on a blanket. As I lay there, despite everything, I felt a little more peeved than usual at the Enclave's cloud cover now that I felt the sun's warmth playing on my hide. I always took it for granted, Glory said softly as the engine hummed. I nuzzled up against her, and her wings slowly stretched over me, keeping me warm. I wasn't sure how much time had passed like that, but gradually things began to cool off. Then the talisman slowed and stopped. Need to give it a little time to warm up. Starting to form ice, Thrush explained. We lay there on the back of the ship as it rocked in the waves. I could hear my heart thumping. Thump, 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 thump. Is it night? I asked. Glory murred. Mm-hmm. Thump, 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 thump. Can you see the stars? Oh, yes. A lot of them? Thump, 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 thump. All of them, she replied. Are they beautiful? Yes. Thump, thump, thump. Thank you, Glory. For what, Blackjack? Trying. Thump, thump. Blackjack? Thump. Sorry. I should have fought. I should have held on longer as she shook me and called my name. But I was so tired, and I could see the stars. They were calling to me. I let go, relaxed, and died. Game over.